Hello everyone, today I'm going to do a story time on a bad date that I went on a long time ago. Decided it's about time to do another story time, and look, there's more light. If you've seen my story times before, I did a few story times where it was not very lit. Today is daytime and I find, you know what, I'll do a story time since I'm waiting for my friend to show up. And I'm all dolled up and everything. So, anyways, into the story time. I see this guy and I'm thinking, well, he's pretty cute. I'll go on a date with him. He asks me out. So we talk a little bit on the internet, and then he asks me, and I'm like, okay. Alright. So, next day rolls around, I get ready and everything. He picks me up, and we drive down the street, and he's like, oh, you want to, would you mind if I picked him an house real quick? And I'm like, not knowing weed lingo, I didn't know what the fuck this guy was talking about. I just thought he was going to pick up something small and quick, and then we were going to go on an actual date to a place to eat and have a drink or two. Not, far to my knowledge is what I think thus far. So, I'm okay. So he drives down the street. We're getting to like the bad part of my city, and I'm like, oh, great. I started getting feeling a little sketchy because this part of my city is a bit sketchy, and yeah, I don't really like being in that part of the city. So, we stop at the smoke shop. We go in there. I'm like, oh, he's gonna pick up like cigarettes or weed or whatever, and he asks me, are you 420 friendly? And I'm like, yeah, but I don't smoke it. And he asked me why I don't smoke it, and I explained why, because I already smoke cigarettes, and I smoke hookah, and I really don't want to get dependent on anything else. Anyways, so he goes from talking normal to me to talking to the guy at the counter. All this street talk, and I'm like, really? I'm like, okay, maybe it's a guy thing, and I just don't understand. Don't think guys just talk to each other like that. I'm like, okay, whatever. So I'm waiting, and I'm waiting, and he's looking at different, like, I don't know what these things are called, so I'm just called, like, pipes. So he's looking at, they're not pipes, like, not like the, but they're glass, like, they look like dildos, basically. These things, they look like, they're like those glass things that I've seen at a hookah bar before, but to me these things look like dildos. The way they're shaped and everything, I'm like, just, so I told him that, he laughed, and then he goes back to talking to the guy behind the counter, and I'm like, okay, and then he goes back to talking street, and so I just like, you know what, I need lighters, so maybe I can get this guy to give me a lighter while we're here, so we were not just doing this thing for him. So I asked for a lighter, the guy tells him, well, it's 20 bucks, and he's like, well, forget it. Doesn't even ask me, like, nothing. I'm like, okay, fine, he just wanted me to buy me a lighter, that's fine. Anyways, it's 20 bucks, man, that's outrageous. But it was a freaking lighter with palm trees on it. So, I mean, I guess that's why it was 20 bucks. Anyways, so all of a sudden he tells me, like, oh, I'm gonna meet you a friend here real quick, do you mind? And I'm like, oh, that's okay, yeah, sure. And so, his friend, I'm waiting, his friend doesn't show up, he's talking to the guy at the counter. So we get back in his truck, we go to a few different other smoke shops. One of the smoke shops that was kind of funny because the guy, he tried to talk street to dude, and he was like, wasn't having it. The guy wasn't having it. Like, you're talking street. Look at me. I'm obviously a punk metal chick, and you got that much off of how I dress and look. And he's talking street. If I was a guy and I was trying to impress a girl, and I'm taking out a girl that's like total opposite of my style, I wouldn't talk street. I just found out hilarious that the guy at the smoke shop found it, like, really, dude? I can tell, you totally gave him, like, the really dude look, but course this guy didn't catch on to that. So we get back in the car, it's silent and everything, I'm playing my music, and he asks me like, what kind of guy are you looking for? And I'm like, I'm looking for a guy that, you know, has his shit together amongst other things. Because what I look for a guy is like a long ass list. Anyways, he's, you know, and then so we barely, after that we go back to silence, which is just great. And I'm like, yeah, this date that I agreed to go on was, this is great, this is fun. Oh, this is okay, I guess. I mean, I did agree to let him go take it, whatever he needed, which ended up being this particular kind of pipe that not every shop apparently has. So, you know, I offered him to tell him, well, there's a smoke shop near my place. We could just go over there and try that place. And he's like, oh, okay, no, that's alright. I want to go here. He's like, I'm actually gonna meet up with my friend. I'm like, in my head, I'm like, we're on a date, and you're gonna meet up with your friend. Where does this make sense? So, I'm trying not to like go too fast in the story, but this date was so bad, so freaking bad. Anyways, so all of a sudden we're driving past these apartments, and I'm like, okay, friends here. So, anyways, we stop around this place. I get out, he gets out, we go upstairs, and I sit there, he sits there, his friend comes out with the kid, we're talking, and all of a sudden he goes, oh, look at this hot thing I got on my arm, and I'm like, hot thing. Hello everyone, as you notice, it's another day. It's actually nighttime for me. I wanted to continue my story time, and that was what I'm gonna do. So anyways, the guy's like, the way he said that, it blew me away, and I'm like, what am I, a bimbo? Really? I mean, I'm not some bimbo. Which I pretty much feel like he thought that I was. It's bad enough being this guy, like, our style is totally different. And the way we go about talking is like totally different. I mean, I don't mind if a guy is different from me. I like that because there's a mystery. But when you're so different, I mean, I'm like, I might as well be water. He might as well be like earth. Like, so freaking different. And he said that, and I just felt so insulted. I was like, mind you, I'm already pissed at this. I'm already pissed as this. And then this guy says this. It's like. And I just regretted giving this guy a chance even more so. And so, he goes back home to his friend. I go back to scrolling on my phone, saying like I'm doing something when really I'm trying to get me cool because for all I know, this dude's a psycho. I broke my rule by going into somebody's place. Even if it's not his place, I broke that rule because I didn't know what else to do. Honestly, I should have told the guy, no, I'm not coming to this place. Like, if this is what you're going to do, then I'm going to go back home. That's what I should have done, but I didn't. We ended up being there for a couple hours, okay? And at one point, he left the room again, and so I went onto the patio, what do you want to call it, and smoked a cigarette, and just to cool off. Because girls, guys, when you're on a date with someone, and you get in this kind of situation, always want to play it cool, because you never know if they're a psychopath. Alright? So anyways, got an itch. I smoke a cigarette, he comes out, he lights up what he likes to smoke, which is fine, like you do you, unless you don't press it on me. She kinda did. So, he starts talking to me, and then says, oh yeah, we're gonna go on this date, and I'm gonna, like, really impress you. And I'm like, he did not just say that. And I'm like, when you pick me up, that's when the date started. Date doesn't start when you pick. Maybe I'm old school or something, but that's just how it is. How dates have always been. So I don't know what this guy was thinking. So he says that, and I'm like, just, yeah, I'm blown away again. And pissed. And so we could continue talking, and he tells me how, like, he went to Texas and flipped this car or whatever, and paid his buddy $50,000 for helping him all this shit, which I'm like, do I look stupid? Do I? I don't believe you. I'm not gullible. So, it's just like, I was like, I'm trying to play it cool, I'm trying to play like, oh yeah, I believe you, like, okay, yeah, it's cool, it's fine, it's great. So anyway, he goes back inside, and that guy shows up, and I'm like, okay, I definitely gotta leave. It wasn't sketchy, I didn't feel unsafe before. I literally feel more unsafe because I always carry a knife on me, and pepper spray, but 3 guys? No, thank you. So anyways, the guy comes up, I shake his hand, say hi, he goes inside, and the guy that took me on the date, he goes inside. We're on this date, but he thinks they can start the date whenever he pleases. I go downstairs, feeling very unsafe, more so. Like, I can handle myself against 2 guys. 3? No. Anyways, so, like, I go downstairs, I start contemplating, and, like, okay, how the fuck am I gonna get out of here? Because I'm on the sideway, like, just trying to figure out how am I gonna get out of here. I know of a bus stop nearby, because I've been in that area before, even though it's not a good area. I've been in that area before because, sadly, there's a place that I have to go there often, or every so often, that's sadly in that area. So, I'm like, I can take a Lyft, Uber, or I can take a bus home. And I contemplated too long because the guy came downstairs, and we got back in his truck, and I'm still gonna get to know guys better before I create go on any date ever again. I mean, every date I've been on have been bad. They've either been bad or okay or good or whatever else. But anyways, so in his car, we go on the street. All of a sudden, he's like, "Oh, I was thinking about using Groupon." Excuse me. And I'm like, "Okay, not too long ago, you bragged about giving your friend 50 grand, and you bragged about impressing me, and now you're gonna take me, use a coupon to take me out? Are you kidding me?" So he did that. I started playing some heavy metal because I was mad, and that's tend to be the music metalheads to me tend to lean towards when we're upset and we're trying to keep our cool. But he really didn't get the hint. Why would he? I mean, so talks about this sandwich place, and I'm like, okay, well, so where is it though? He's like, well, it's kind of in the edge of the city, blah blah. And I'm like, well, no, I prefer to stay in my own city. And then he stops and he gets a phone call, and then gets off the phone. I'm not listening to his phone calls, it's none of my business. I'm listening to my music. And he tells me, well, my mom just called, and it's where I live, and that's like a half an hour drive depending if we hit traffic or anything. And he's like, would you be willing to go with me and then go on this date? I'm like, no. And I told him no, and he's like, well, why? And I'm like, because I prefer to stay in one city, especially since we just literally met. And of course he didn't understand. And so I explained to him, well, I've been out of my city before on a first date, and I regretted it. So that's why I don't want to. He kind of tried to press on me to do it. We stopped at the gas station. He kept trying to press to get me to go with him. And it's kind of stupid. You made up some excuse to go back to your house. When you're just trying to get some. And then it's like, then the guy makes this comment and goes, oh, you know how, like, I get some girls? I pretend like I don't want to have sex. That's how I get some. I'm like, you did not just tell me that. Like, I'm pretty sure you're trying to get some of me, and now you're telling me this shit? It's not gonna fly, dude. Not gonna fucking fly. I'm like, well, good to know. I'm thinking in my head, like, good to know, because if I didn't want to touch you with a 10-foot pole, I definitely don't want to touch you now. So, he says that I'm blown away. I try to, like, just grimace and not show that I'm, like, disgusted with him now. Past pissed, past livid, disgusted with this dude. Can't wait for him to drop me back at home. He's like, well, I can drop you back at home and pick you up later, then we can go on this date. And I'm like, okay. No, just keep it cool. Just keep it cool. Keep it cool. You're fine. You're good. It's okay. He's an idiot. It's okay. Don't want to, like, piss off, for all I know, a psycho. So he takes me home. I just nonchalantly nod, pretending like I'm agreeing with it. I'm cool with it. And he drops me off. And I call my friend up, and we discuss it. I decided to block this dude, because no way, I'm not desperate. I'm not some thirsty, desperate chick. Okay, I get, not me to be prissy or freaking uppity or shit, but I mean, I have plenty of guys that ask me out. They will treat me a lot better than him. I mean, personally, with the bullshit that I've been through in my past, I deserve to be treated better. Not so like bimbo, whatever. So, basically I block him, and that was the end of the date. Anyways, if you enjoyed this story time, even though I'm acting myself, and I'm not going, I'm not like, yay! Like some chicks are. I just, today's been a all day bad day, and I'm trying to best not to sound like old dreary, but you know, trying to make this all a little bit light and fluffy. This story time, bad date. I mean, can you blame me that I'm a little stick in the mud, or whatever you want to call it, acting a little bit of a bitch? I went on a bad date. Am I supposed to be all cheery when I'm talking about a bad date? I don't think so. Anyways, that was a past bad date that I went on. And hopefully I won't have it again. Because quite frankly, I'm totally over. Yeah. Dating. Anyways, comment, like, subscribe, and all that shit. Hopefully you enjoyed. Also, wanted to like just include in this lip right here. I got it from Blackmoon. It's a red and black matte finish. It dries within a couple minutes, but pretty fast actually. It smells lovely, which usually lipsticks don't smell lovely. This is not sponsored, by the way. I just want to like point that out. So I could do like 2 videos in one. That's my review and finish of my story time at the bad date that I went on. I love this lipstick. I can't wait to eat and drink stuff and see how well it stays on, because it's supposed to stay on very well. You're supposed to not like need a lip liner or anything. But see you later.